Jar Jar Binks.
What?
Pansexual, do you think?
Well,
What is this question? Who asks if Jar Jar Binks is a pansexual? How is the HW universe doing? I am WILLDOG, and welcome back to the reaction video, and today we are reacting to YTP, the alt-right Poopline, Supercut by Very Tall Bart. And so a couple of you have mentioned to me about Very Tall Bart. I reacted to him in the past, but it didn't really go over well. People didn't really seem to care because it got very low views. But, and no one really cared in the comments either. But I want to try this because it looks interesting. And by the way, this is the frame. It's gonna look a little weird because I think these were originally shorts, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, you were here for the reaction, so let's get right into the action.
On the far left-hand side of the screen.
I was coaxed into doing this with the promise of a hot dog. You owe me a hot dog.
Steven Crowder, who lacks pants.
I'm high as crap.
You walked into the room not wearing pants to make me comfortable because, as most people know, I am comfortable with the male body.
Well, I think you're gay.
I am staring at your junk with enthusiasm.
All right.
People should know.
I want to say.
Okay. Ben Shapiro is good in science, good in reason, and good in men body parts.
The N-word, MF-er, B-word, talking about killing people. Do we have to bleep me?
Well, we can bleep it.
Okay. The worst. Go kill yourself.
How's your wife deal with all that? So you're married? How long have you been married?
No.
How long have you been?
No.
Doesn't the science say that?
No.
Okay. Now you had an incident here.
I don't give a shit about this. I'm old. I'm gay. Why would I even care?
Now
You're old and gay. I don't think you have much value in the gay community at that age.
saying
What about your dick? Shove that shit down my throat and come into my ass.
Jar Jar Binks.
What?
Pansexual, do you think?
Well,
What is this question? Who asks if Jar Jar Binks is a fucking pansexual?
Kids, and I mean kids, I mean 8th graders. All right, everybody, welcome to the File Shash. I'm Dennis Prager, famous for most hamburgers eaten in a day. That's a big
really?
achievement. It's astonishing how terrible America is.
I'm having a bitch
Says
of a time,
the guy who ate the world record for burgers.
and I richly deserve it.
You are a gay guy, and you have fucked who knows how many people.
What?
Definitely not zero. It's definitely not zero.
I can't
Not
believe that these
zero.
people are honestly looking at your body and coming. That doesn't make any sense.
It's not that surprising, really.
Look at this. This is completely fucked
that
up.
is
That's not me. It's a
disgusting.
tiny
Vein?
infant. Also, I'm straight.
There's so much evidence that that's not the case. You have the littlest dick that I've ever seen.
Well,
Why are you
what do you
showing
mean by
him?
big and little?
Fuck off.
I don't have sex, but I'm gay.
The fact that
That was a joke. You might not have liked it. I didn't say it was a good joke.
I was at a Florida, and a woman comes over to me. So I shoved that bitch to the ground and spiked her head through a table.
Why are you laughing about it?
I'm going to rent a theater, and I'm going to invite young men to come. You think that's going to be successful?
should the left be afraid of
That haha made that 1,000 times worse.
Jordan Peterson?
I think Jordan Peterson is the most guy in the world.
You know about sex.
Sure. You are gay.
I like men.
Let's go fuck. I can slide right into that asshole.
I'm absolutely thrilled about that.
Why?
Young women are
Why
very
are you
popular in Japan.
thrilled?
Men with less testosterone are me. Here's a thought. Women do all the work. Do it. My son wasn't allowed to throw a portable Nintendo at men who are short. It is in that
That's
manner
very
that decent boys are
specific.
made to feel guilty about their masculine impulses. When it comes to the serious
has
business
no
of sex, I would
facial
date
emotion.
the archetypal bad boy. With too many ex-boyfriends to count, if I can find a man to sleep with at all. Young men, I'm available for kissing practice.
Jordan, thanks so much for joining the show. I really appreciate it.
I'm gay.
Then why is it that if
Wait, have
at
they
the-
actually
wanna
talked? Have Ben Shapiro and him actually talked?
With you.
young angry white males that you're now their their leaders?
I'm
Yeah,
lost,
he's lost.
aimless, depressed, nihilistic, anxious, drug addicted, alcoholic, wasting
Why
my
do you
time,
think-
masturbating too
What
much.
the-
sad.
shut up,
Look,
man.
you know, like I was suicidal, man. It's
Nice.
like,
One of the things that you
I'm going to put my dick in your hands, in your grip. Here's the rules.
No.
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 I don't buy any of that.
I consider myself ugly.
That's
Ben Shapiro
man.
ain't
When
ugly.
push comes to
Don't
shove,
touch the vase because the vase will break.
Shut up.
Jordan,
It's
wait,
not-
wait,
God
just wait a
damn it,
minute.
I'm
Jordan.
Ben Show. This is the Ben Show. Today's show is sponsored by Dick and Balls.com. What I do
Okay,
for a
I
living
might have to
is
look
I
up
lie
that
on
site
the
soon.
internet for money. I love big oil, spit in my mouth, mother.
9, 11, I'm Dennis Prager, I'm hyperventilating, but nevertheless,
Many will argue Hitler, Stalin, and Mao murdered about 100 people. Is murder wrong? No. Is it evil?
What?
No.
What do you mean is murder wrong? That might as well be a rhetorical question at this point.
Today's subject, sex with women, is controversial. You know what? They say about men with wide feet. They say, gee, you have wide feet. You need to buy wide shoes.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, I have a little bit of dry mouth. I've blown a lot of people today.
No, of course.
Well, I apologize for my breath. I'm just lying. I don't know how to have sex.
Okay.
I'm really ignorant on the sexual front.
Duh.
Shut the hell up. I have a pornography addiction, like a sexually aroused predatory animal. That sucks. But
Should
it's
I
not
even
a joke.
try to monetize this?
pointing?
Well, the arrow's pointing up. Dennis Prager, thanks very much for...
I love pornography and violence. I'm going to yell fire in a crowded theater. Google Pickle Rick. It may be the single funniest thing on YouTube. Do you know that about that, Jordan?
The best part about all these is that they're literally emotionless while saying every single word.
I've seen that sort of thing.
Jordan, I want Israel dead.
I always remember, I saw this kid in Montreal once.
These
Big
guys are gonna
kid,
start
6'5". It was so surreal. It was absolutely shocking to me. It took me about 12 hours to recover.
You talk a lot, Jordan. What you are saying is Nazi propaganda.
What?
You also speak in a way that makes me want to fucking
Nazis,
kill
yes.
myself and my family.
Thanks, Ben. I appreciate that a lot.
I'm going to find your family.
Why are you laughing? I'm a sex addict and a white supremacist thought. So anyway, welcome. First, I'm going to crack up, then I will commit suicide. That's the American way.
That is
By the
not
way, my
the
drug
American
dealer
way.
is Filipino.
Congratulations
TMI,
on
I
your
think?
thinness.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're sexy. Do you want to go have sex for 20 minutes?
Okay, it's a little weird, but all right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's good times. Yeah, that sucked.
It's fucking hard.
It was a lot faster than I thought it would be.
The following program is sponsored by Reach International.
I am God.
The Bible is irrelevant and irrational, and the Bible is outdated, irrelevant, and the Bible is sponsored by Reach International.
Can I say this real quick? Because I wanted to let you...
There's no God. The world is pointless. God is essentially irrelevant.
And irrational.
I have unbelievably horny desires. I have the right to kill a child because kids aren't real.
What?
But I grew up, and I'm a nun now.
The Jew in me goes, well,
Why are we here? What's the point of life? What's the point of any of this?
there's a bunch of spoons that are too long.
Right.
The spoon is too long. It's too long. The spoon is too lengthy.
Okay, what's the point? What are you offering?
I don't
The
know. It's
idea
just a
is
bunch
that
of
the spoon-
spoon talk. What am I listening to? This stuff is confusing enough when it's just in its normal form. But Supercut, this is just disgusting.
Is too long.
Anyway, I like penises and all of that kind of stuff.
I'm going to give you a phrase, and you give me your immediate response to this. Let's start with President Donald Trump. Matt Walsh.
Matt Walsh.
Today, backed by popular demand, I have Jordan Peterson. Jordan is a guy who really thinks he's Batman. He is far and away the gayest guest I've ever had. His intelligence is that of a dog, and he's
It's
on
very tall. Bart done a YTP of Andrew Tate. I feel like Andrew Tate he would work really well with.
drugs.
What kind of stupid podcast is this?
This is all bullshit.
Okay, well, I want to fuck you sexually, in the ass, very, very, very deeply, and I want it stuck on your balls, and so I'm gay.
Very tall Bart. You have all of this skill in sentence mixing, and this is what you do.
Basically.
But your black ass operator killed yourself.
But I'm sexually aroused. What am I supposed to do?
I don't care whether you masturbate or jack off my feet. That's fine.
Your feet, my pleasure. If you would like me to do that, I will, because I'm very hard for that.
No problem, man. Bust fast and get out.
Thanks, Sam. Much appreciated. I have to go marry some stupid bitch.
I'm Ben Show. This is the Ben Show. I'm diagnosed
Ben
with
Show.
borderline and schizophrenia. Today's show is sponsored by Ben. First, Hitler. He is a Jew hater. I've been saying this since the very beginning. He says,
I think he's onto something.
Borderline evil things. But I'm sorry to say that, but it's not much. Like, you can't even attribute.
This is Hitler
Kermit.
the Frog, and he, well, let's answer some questions. Address the Jewish question. Kill them all.
Hey, it's Dennis Prager and his godly song. Welcome to the
His
Ben
godly
Show.
song.
Thanks for coming by.
There's no joy in my life except for Chinese homosexuality. Look, homosexuality is bad, but there's a thirst, as you know as well as anyone. And in China, they're all identical.
Okay, so let's define Dennis Prager.
God!
Well, I'm a Muslim woman, and I'd like to know, why aren't you a Muslim? I've had
Why
sex
aren't
so
you
much,
Muslim?
like 30 times, almost 30 times. I
Almost
love my
30
wife,
times.
including the boyfriend she has. Why wouldn't I? I don't really have that much to say.
One of the things I've been thinking about is rats.
Why exactly?
A rat's in a cage. What's in the cage? And the answer is a rat. It's so cool.
really
Well,
good.
it's
It's
so
so cool.
Man.
You're all over the place.
That is just not correct.
You and I are sitting here talking to each other. It feels like it will never end. It's worse than death. That's hell, fundamentally.
Oh, thank God. I don't know what I was listening to for that entire thing. I'm not saying I hate it, but what the fuck? Well, that was my reaction to YTP, the alt-right Poopline Supercut. If you want to go check out Very Tall Bart, his link will be in the description. I don't know what to say now. Except for, anyway, let me know what you thought about the video in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all later. See ya.